You have a message from the ALOLA region's own Professor Kukui, and a message from the creator of this video. And that's hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. And that is the next Wedlock that we are doing here today. We just finished Y, and this time we're jumping into the ALOLA region with Professor Kukui, as you see here. And as you guys see by the title of this video, this is a much different type of challenge than I normally do. I'm going to skip Kukui's dialogue because he's pointless, and I have a lot to cover in this little section. And he's got a lot to cover about ALOLA's Islands, but the game's been out for a while. You guys know all about ALOLA's Islands. But you don't know all about what I'm about to do here today, and that is a Rainbow Wedlock. So, this is different. This is pretty new. Marriland just created this variant of the Wedlock pretty recently. And it's something that I've seen him do, and I think it's really interesting. And I've seen a lot of people ask for something similar to this in my comments and in my Discord server. Link in the description, by the way. Shameless plug. But, you know, it's something that a lot of people have asked for because they want to see Pokemon paired up with each other that aren't necessarily male and female, which is something that I've never done before, and it actually looks like it could add a great deal of challenge to the playthrough. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cover what a Rainbow Wedlock is, for all of you that don't know. It's basically the regular Wedlock. I've actually got a neat little PNG, a nice little document in the description that covers every single extra rule that is in this playthrough. Saves me description space, and it looks pretty neat. It covers the level limit, the 3 items per battle, per pair, that I normally do. Not no healing this time, like in Y. It's going to be pretty regular as a Wedlock. But before I continue about what a Rainbow Wedlock is, we need to choose our character. Hey, oh crap, I forgot to write down my character's name. Yeah, I actually do have a naming theme for this playthrough. And it isn't Survivor Tribes, like we had been doing. My favorite naming theme. I wanted to top it, but it's not going to be toppable ever. It's just the best naming theme in existence, but I did find something that's pretty unique, and my girlfriend helped me pick out names for it, and she verified them because there's some weird names on it, and you know, some of them sound inappropriate, and I would not have caught that, but she caught it for me. So we've got a list picked out, and the name of my character has to do with that list. I'm not going to tell you what the naming theme is until we name our starter Pokemon, but I do want to play as the guy for this playthrough. I know we just played as Jeff, but I am going to be playing as the boy. And we're just going to go ahead and play as this third option here. He's a little darker, you know, a little Hawaiian looking. He's a pretty cool guy. So we're going to go ahead and choose this one for our character. And he's going to let us spell out our name. So I actually have to pull it up because I forget how to spell it. It's interesting, but give me a second and I'll grab our name for our character of this journey. Alright guys, I've got it here. So this name is interesting to pronounce, but I think I've got it down. And it will tie into my naming theme. Some of you that have heard this name before will know what my naming theme is. But if you don't, just sit tight and you'll find out what it is eventually. So, the character that will be coming along with us in the ALOLA region in this Rainbow Wedlock on Pokemon Sun is going to be Dionysus. So, we are going to be playing as Dionysus, the Pokemon trainer of ALOLA. So yes, we do go by Dionysus. So it's going to be interesting to get used to that name, but I should be fine to pronounce it. So, 10-4, good buddy, Kukui says, because he's a strange professor. But I like Kukui. He's pretty cool. Let me know what you think about Kukui in the comments. Anyways, Rainbow Wedlock. So basically, male and female Pokemon aren't necessarily going to be paired together. The nature of a Pokemon indicates its preference, and natures have been randomly shuffled. So basically, 7 natures are going to mean opposite, meaning they're paired with the opposite gender, like normal. There are going to be 6 Pokemon that are male only, which means they can only be paired up with male Pokemon. There are going to be 6 Pokemon that are paired up with only female Pokemon. They are female only. 3 can be paired up with any, and 2 are aces, and I'll get into that in a second. Pokemon Sun Rainbow Wedlock. I can't wait to see how this adventure unfolds. So anyways, 2 Pokemon are aces, as I was saying. I was interrupted by a cutscene. That's going to happen a lot in this playthrough because there are a lot of cutscenes in ALOLA, which is unfortunate, but hopefully it'll be okay. Like, I like the games a lot. The cutscenes are pretty once you've played the game once, which I've played more than once. And, I don't know, hopefully it doesn't become too much of a bother. Anyways, aces can't be paired with anything but other aces, and compatible genderless Pokemon, apparently. So, I'm reading off the rules here. I forgot about that. They can be paired with genderless Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So, anyways, any pair can switch into an ace during battle, but then that ace cannot switch back out, which is really cool. So it's like a free switch out of an active pair if I happen to have an ace, which is a really interesting twist. I think there's a lot of strategy that goes into this. That's why I really wanted to try this out. This is the first time I'm trying a Rainbow Wedlock, and I've seen a lot of my viewers talk about doing their own, so I think a lot of people are going to be really surprised and excited to see this playthrough on my channel. So, there's a lot of other little mini rules. They'll all be in the description on that PNG that I was talking about. And the regular Wedlock rules. I've got a level limit, you know, the basic things that I've done. I'll go into the predetermined compatibility chart in a minute. And another clause called compatibility chart. Compatibility clause. Pronunciations. That's going to be this playthrough, basically. So, anyways, I'll go into that stuff when it comes present to me. But anyways, we can continue on with the game. There's our mother. She's enjoying the ALOLA sun. She's going to unpack her boxes. The beginning of this game is really slow, as many of you will know if you have played. And Pokemon games tend to be getting slower in the beginning as they come out. Which, you know, it's tutorials for newer kids, which is really cool. If you're just getting into Pokemon, I'd love to hear about that, because it'd be really interesting as somebody who is just getting into Pokemon to be watching something like a Wedlock, because they're really difficult and intense, and it must be an interesting experience to watch somebody play through the game like that when you are just getting into regular playthroughs yourself, which is interesting. And this should be coming out the day Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out, so I'll be playing a lot of that, but I wanted to pre-record it, so I have it for that time, because a lot of people will be looking up Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and, you know, you might stumble upon this. So if you did, I don't normally mispronounce things like this. I haven't recorded for a while, so bear with me, but I'm pretty excited to get into this journey, as I've said. So here we are, Dionysus. Alright, let's go ahead and go out and see what our mother wants, and get this journey started. It's very slow, as I said, but I'm really excited to see what our first Pokemon is going to be. I already know what's going to be because I did actually start a Moon Wedlock on this channel, for those of you that don't know, and I didn't end up continuing it because a lot of stuff come up, and I had stopped a series, and I ended up finishing that one. So we're back into the ALOLA region, and I will be finishing this playthrough. This will be the main series on the channel, the only series on the channel as of now, since Y is done, and this is the next adventure that we're going to go through, which is going to be great. So, I'm pretty excited because it's been a while since I started a series, and I'm just rambling, but like most of this is just cutscenes and rambles anyways, so a lot of this, I skip, if you're new, I skip a lot of dialogue and cutscenes and stuff like that, because I really am just here for the gameplay. This isn't a walkthrough of any sort. This is a regular Wedlock, Nuzlocke type styled playthrough, and it's more for the gameplay, not for the story. I try to cover the story a little, but it's just not my style. I know Marriland does stuff like that, and most of you should be familiar with who he is, but I'm just really not into covering the story over and over again once I've played it. It gets boring and stale, and I want to jump right into the gameplay and what the Wedlock really is, not play through the game that I've played 3 or 4 times now. So, what I was saying is, it's been a while since I recorded, so I'm excited to see what my team is going to be. I don't want to spoil anything from my past series, so I'm not going to do that. I do have a clause that's called Previous Game Clause, though, however, which is a clause that I created myself that doesn't let me use any Pokemon that I've used for a decent amount of time in a previous series of mine. Those will be decently... that'll be a decent amount of spoilers right there, should I come across those Pokemon. But for my past series, I'm not going to spoil much. But basically, I was just thinking, my new journey's about to start, and I'm going to be, like, getting a new Pokemon here today. And this Pokemon could be memorable on the channel, or it could be something that doesn't make it very far. I did actually do a Moon Wedlock on my own time, and my starter died fairly quick, so maybe my starter in this playthrough will make it really far, and it'll be a really memorable Pokemon on the channel, which is cool. I'm excited to see how the team builds and what my final 6 will be at the end of this journey. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm excited to see the memories in the team that we can build throughout this playthrough is basically what I'm trying to get at. And I'm just kind of rambling and talking about some thoughts that I've had since, like I said, this game is very slow. I'm actually recording this while I'm on Skype with my girlfriend, and she's listening, and they're listening along, and I can see the bored look on her face because the cutscenes are pretty bad, as you guys know, because I'm just kind of rambling. So I hope you guys aren't sitting there bored while I ramble, or haven't skipped this, but it's going to pick up real good, because as I said, I have done a Moon Wedlock in my personal time, and this game is one of the hardest games of all time to do a Wedlock on. Now with the rainbow aspect, this could be really, really challenging. Even more so challenging than the Moon Wedlock that I did in my own time. I've done this every single time I've started the game. I went the wrong way. I always think I get ahead of myself. Gotta go that way, but gotta follow Kukui. We're gonna go get our first Pokemon, which is gonna be pretty cool. After he talks and rambles on a whole bunch more, you know, but really not much different than anything I've done. So we're headed to Icky Town because it's gross. You know, all these cutscenes are pretty icky. You know what I'm saying? Icky Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents. Is that what Icky Vicky was from, the Fairly Odd Parents? I'm pretty sure it was, but I haven't watched the Fairly Odd... Yeah, she's nodding her head, yes. I haven't watched the Fairly Odd Parents for a really long time. I get some strange topics up in this game, you know. So he's asking me, Dionysus, you loving Alola? Yeah, Alola's pretty great, you know, the fourth time around. But what I was saying is the Wedlocks in this game are really hard, and I'm not too sure if Rainbow Wedlock is going to make it more difficult, or if it's going to make it easier. Really, that just comes down to the Pokemon that I get. Because with aces into play, things can be a lot easier or a lot harder. Like, there's so many different things that can make the game harder or easier, and I'm really excited to see how this compares to the Moon Wedlock I did in my personal time. And I actually did put up the Elite Four and Champion battles of that playthrough on my channel, so you guys can go find that if you'd like to watch that, if you haven't already. But I didn't post the whole thing. It was just something I did in my personal time. I think I had over 20 deaths, and it was a regular playthrough like this. 3 healing items per battle. You know, my normal standard rules. So I'm excited to see how this one compares. And I don't remember too much. It's been a couple of months. I did it back in, like, May. April, May. So it's been a while. But I don't remember too much about what trainers have and stuff like that. So it should be challenging, and I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are as well. Oh, I forgot about the bridge cutscene. That's right. You got to do all this before you get your starter? Wow. Wow. So much bridge action. The bridge is bigger than mine. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You guys were probably waiting for the meme. So was she, but I can't finish the meme. I got to continue ahead on that bridge. So, anyways, I hope if you guys are new to the channel, you probably are like, what is this? What meme are you talking about? I have a fascination with Owen Wilson. It's strange. I was actually going to play through the game as Alolan Wilson, but I decided against it. It was a good idea, but I don't know. It's not something that I was feeling up to, really. I thought this naming theme and this character's name just fit a little better, because it's pretty unique, and I like to play through with a unique naming theme, and I couldn't really find a naming theme that fit Alolan Wilson other than the bones in your nose, really. Like, there's got to be, what, 15 bones in your noses? All those little tiny bones? There's got to be, like, names for those, right? That'd have been a good naming theme, but it's a little too late now. Anyways, enough strange conversation. I'm back to recording, guys! Oh, so that little thing that girl had in her bag was getting attacked by some Spearow. Oh no, should we help the girl or shove her off the bridge? You decide. Do you guys like Lily or not? Like, who are you, lady? Never mind me, you have to help it, please. Save Nebby. You want me to risk my nose on that bridge? Come on. Not today, lady. Oh, that would have been such a good line if I was actually Alolan Wilson right now. Anyways, I apologize to everybody out there named Owen or Wilson. I know I've actually got a viewer named Owen. He's a pretty cool guy. He's on Twitter. I've seen him in the comments, so shout out to you. Random, but, you know, we're talking about Owen Wilson. I wonder what it's like if your name's Owen and you hear somebody talking about Owen Wilson all day. Oh, I wasn't going to talk during cutscenes, but it's a little too late. That's another thing. I want to know in the comments right now, should I talk during cutscenes? Because I haven't in the past 2. But no, if I was you guys, I'd skip the cutscenes personally. So maybe talking through them makes it so you don't have to bother skipping. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Depending on the comments, I'll skip them or I'll leave them. I've never really played through a game that has a lot of cutscenes. So, on the channel, so I'm not too sure what you guys think about that. But this thing just saved us in that Nebby thing. Can't Nebby fly? Like, it looks like it can float. I know it wouldn't be able to lift us, but can it, like, fly away? Who knows? We saved it. Here you go, girl. We saved your Nebby, your Noiby. Is it like Nebula? Oh, that's what it means! Nebby comes from Nebula? My mind is shattered right now. I never thought about it like that, but it's like Space Nebula. I just thought she was weird, like Nebster, like Webster or something. Nebby comes from Nebula. I need to take a break from this recording. I don't feel... my whole world's changed. My whole vision on Sun and Moon has changed now. Nebby is from Nebula. I just thought it was like... I don't know, just some weird random name. Huh. Get in the bag, Nebby. You guys can see my face. The Nebby bag meme has returned. I wonder if the Nebby bag meme will be in Ultra Sun and Moon. Like, if you guys are playing it on release right now, at the time of this video being released, you guys might know that question. But I've been spoiler-free, and I'm really excited to play. So I'm probably playing it as you guys are watching this video. The more you know. Right now I'm just playing regular Sun, though. None of that Ultra crap up in here. And everybody that's like, why aren't you doing a playthrough in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I wait. Like, this is like a year after Sun and Moon came out. Wait, how long has it been since Sun and Moon's been out? Like a year? Yeah, it's like a year. So I wait a while, guys. I don't want to do it right away. I want to enjoy my playthrough, not do a blind playthrough. I don't like that. Anyways, with like, what has this been? Like 20 minutes of rambles and nonsense with Kukui? Yeah, I'm one of the professor's acquaintances. What's up, Lily? This is like my least favorite first episode I think I've ever done. Because it's so hard to commentate. Like, please bear with me. It's just really hard to commentate with all these cutscenes and different things. And I feel bad when I skip dialogue, because I don't know how people really feel about that. And I try to be perfect about things, but I don't know how people feel about it. Personally, with me, I'd want it to just be ran through. Like, if I read all this text, we'd be here an hour later. And it's like, you've played the game 100 times. You don't really need to know all about this. But basically, this guy is the Kakuna of the island, as he said right there. And he lives here in Iki Town. So, Tapu Koko, that thing that saved us in the Nebula thing. Basically, the scroll gave us that little thing. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I play the game for the gameplay, guys. Story is not Sun and Moon's best asset. But, anyways, we have to celebrate. And they want to entrust this brave and kind young boy with a Pokemon of his own. And they'll make a fine trainer out of us. Glad to meet you, child. I am Hala, the Kahuna of Mele Mele Island. Welcome to Alola. Young Kukui had told me of your coming. I'm glad we got the chance to meet today. And he's going to throw out 3 beautiful Pokemon. Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. I hate one of them. I love one of them, and I am okay with one of them. Grass-type Pokemon Rowlet, my favorite. The Fire-type Pokemon Litten, my least favorite. And the Water-type Pokemon Poplio. I don't care either way. So, in my first playthrough of the game, I chose Rowlet because it's my favorite. I had Josh Peck the Rowlet, and it was a great time. Regular playthrough. In my Moon Wedlock that I did on the game, the only other time I played through the game, I chose Litten. And it died right away, like I said. Wayside the Litten. Rest in peace. I guess you could say Litten fell to the wayside. And in the challenge that I started on this playthrough, well, on this channel, I did a Moon Wedlock that I started, but I didn't finish. I chose Poplio, but I didn't get very far. I stopped right away, as you guys know. And I promised, I think I promised anyways, that I would choose Poplio in this playthrough. I know a lot of people wanted me to use Poplio, and I did, and I stopped, and it's like Poplio didn't get a fair shot. So I'm going to follow through with my promise to my girlfriend and choose the Fire-type Pokemon Litten for this playthrough. So she loves cats, and she's watching right now, and I can use Poplio in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so I'm going to choose the Fire-type Pokemon Litten. It didn't get a fair shot in my original Moon Wedlock, and I think it deserves a fair shot now. So we are going to choose Litten. Will it be shiny? You gotta call it, you know? It'd be pretty good. Anyways, we do that beautiful cutscene where I stare into Litten's eyes, and he stares back into mine. And he knew at that moment, right then and there, that I was the trainer that he should have. It's so heartwarming. Look at Litten, look at me. My blank, emotionless eyes. That's curiosity in those eyes. It looks like I hate you eyes. Litten, those are not curious eyes. They look like, who are you and what are you doing in my turf, boy? And Litten jumps into my arms. It's a beautiful thing. Everybody around knew it was what was meant to be. There's my Litten. Litten the kitten. Creativity 10 out of 10. Would pick again. You lifted Litten gently into your arms. And that is my starter for this moon. Wait. For this Sun Rainbow Wedlocke. Throw no more. I'll smack you. Also, if you're new, I have dogs and their problems. And they're in every video. In one form or another. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways. What gender will this Litten be? It doesn't have as much weight as it would normally in a regular Wedlock. What matters is the compatibility chart that I talked about before. I'm going to get into that right now. So, the predetermined compatibility chart, I randomized all the genders and put them into the categories. The nature, calm, rash, naive, impish, lonely, mild, and quiet is opposites. That means they like the opposite gender, as normal in a Wedlock playthrough. Quirky, relaxed, serious, adamant, naughty, and brave, like male Pokemon only. Careful, gentle, hardy, jolly, sassy, and hasty, like female Pokemon only. Timid, bold, and docile, like anything. And lax and modest are aces. So, with all that out of the way, that will be on that sheet that I talked about in the description. We're about to find out what gender and nature our baby Litten will be today. So, the Fire-type Pokemon Litten is sniffing at you curiously. Little Litten has accepted us as well, Dionysus. Having accepted one another, you'll surely be friends for life. No shiny for us today. That's okay. I assumed so. And it's a male Litten. So, with that being said, I do have a naming theme for this playthrough, as I have mentioned before. And that naming theme is going to be NPCs and monsters from the online game RuneScape. Dionysus is the name of the wise old man from RuneScape. And he is kind of like the poster child for RuneScape, kind of. Like the male version. Not really. He's like a master quester, and he's done a bank robbery. He's weird. I like the wise old man, and I thought Dionysus would be an interesting name for our character to be. And an interesting name for our Litten to be is going to be... So guys, you guys know me, and I'm a meme, and this channel is meme-worthy. And I have a list full of unique and cool names for Pokemon from the game RuneScape, like I said. And there's one name on this list that is very plain, very regular, but it fits RuneScape and its history, and it fits this Pokemon. There are really cool names on this list. This is the plainest and dumbest one, but I think it is a great start to a meme-worthy playthrough. And the name that I'm giving this cat Litten is Bob. We have Bob the Cat Litten. I did it. So, you might be thinking, why would you name a cat Bob? Well, if you don't know RuneScape, Jagex, the creator of RuneScape, has a mascot, and it's Bob the Cat. And you can't get more perfect than that. Bob's a black cat, and Litten is as well. Nice to meet you, Bob. We have Bob, the Litten. That's pretty neat, if you ask me. I might be foreshadowing a little bit. Foreshadow would have been a good name, because that's also on the list. But, yeah, I chose a wonderful Pokemon. That's it, Dionysus. Now that you've got a Pokemon, you're a real Pokemon trainer. Yeah. And here's a lovely gift from me to help make it special, cousin. And we get the Pokedex, which is pretty great. The Pokedex is a real high-tech kind of tool. Yeah, it can automatically record facts about any Pokemon that you meet. And Litten's already registered. So I was going to give a sweet name to that cat if it was a female, but Bob's fitting for a Litten. So let's check out Bob. What is Bob's preference? Bob is a relaxed nature, which means that Bob likes male Pokemon only. So Bob can only be paired up with a male. So his partner won't be neat. But that's still pretty cool. That wasn't like a slur against anybody. That's a reference to RuneScape. Anyways, this is a long video, but I really feel like we should get Bob a partner before we continue on, even though it's super long. Oh wait, I forgot all about this! Maybe not. So Bob's gonna have to wait to get a partner until the next episode, because this random green-haired fool is like running up to me and all like, hey, you and me, let's have a Pokemon battle! Where's the fire, boy? What kind of Pokemon battle would that be? You don't even give your name first, eh? We're getting all Canadian. I thought this was Hawaii. What do you mean? A. Fair enough, then. I'm Hal, and my partner's Rowlet. Your Litten looks really cool, too. Thanks. Yeah, so let's battle. I couldn't wait for you to find your way to Iki Town, so I've been looking all over for you. I don't really like to see Pokemon... Oh, shut up, Lily. Nobody cares. N clone. Beat it. Your first Pokemon battle. Just have your Pokemon dish out some moves and see who wins. Woohoo! I appreciate you being willing to take on my grandson here. I expect a no-holds-barred battle from the both of you. Okay, let's get this underway. You'll battle me, right? Right? I know you will, right? Yeah, and I won't lose. Alright, this is gonna be great! Very well then, let the Pokemon battle begin. Time for the first rival battle of the Pokemon Sun Rainbow Wedlocke versus Rival Hal. And he has one Pokemon, and so do we, and his Pokemon is the best of the three starters, and that's Rowlet. And mine is the worst of the three, and that's Bob the Cat. So, oh, why did I do that? It was supposed to be funny, but I'm stuck with it. Bobby the Cat. Ember. Bob the Cat, everybody. We burned it. Hey, Bob's lucky. Bob's annoying, too, because in the game, Bob roams around, and in the quests that you need to talk to him, you gotta find him, and he's kind of annoying to find, so luckily he wasn't annoying to find for us. All we had to do was pick him. So Bob the Cat burns and crits that Rowlet to its grave. Great first battle, Bob. I can't have a straight face when I say that. Aw, let me know what you guys think of this nickname, because there's some cool ones, like Girlfriend will agree. There are several cat names on this list that are really unique and cool. And then there's Bob. And I chose Bob. See, you don't make this stuff up. This is what I meant. Like, when I started recording, I didn't know this is what I was going to come up with. That's why I like to do stuff on the spot. It's crazy. So anyways, Hollow wants to do that sparkling stone that Lily gave us there. And he's all like, whoa, this is interesting. I'm going to need to take a look at this. Could it be? Yeah, so we were rescued by Tapu Koko, and he wants us to basically come back for the festival at Iki Town. Yeah, basically. We'll see him tomorrow evening. It would seem that we got the makings of a fine trainer. You must do us the honor in joining in the festival tomorrow. And that's exactly what we will do. So, if you guys are just tuning into this series, and this is your first time watching my videos, I do have a schedule, before any of you ask. I upload videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you guys should be seeing this Friday, so you won't be seeing an episode until Monday or Wednesday, or Friday, next week, obviously. So if you see this in the future, don't worry about what I just said there, but I wanted to point that out now for people that are watching when it comes out, because I get questions of asking about the schedule a lot, and I just want to clear that up in the first episode, so nobody has to ask. I'm sure the people will still ask, though, but just wanted to clear that up. So, anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I need a lot of feedback, because I'm not used to doing a game like this. I need to know if you guys want to see cutscenes, well, you want to hear me talk during cutscenes, you guys want to hear me skip dialogue, if that bothers you, all that sort of stuff. And I really, most importantly, want to know if you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Wedlocks like Pokemon Sun, feel free to subscribe. Because in the next episode, we're going to get Bob the Cat, a male partner. The first time I've ever done a series on the channel like this. And I've heard a lot of people ask for it, like I said, so I'm really excited to get this Rainbow Wedlock underway. I hope Bob the Cat isn't too strange of a name for all of you, and I hope you guys enjoy this series, and Bob, just as much as I will. Who knows, maybe Bob will be on the team at the very end of the game. Or Bob may very well be the first death of the series. Who knows? But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.